Hi, and welcome back to the Beans and Bezels channel. I don't usually do any self-promotion until the very end of my videos, but I thought I'd try something different and do the begging bit up front. So if you aren't subscribed to this channel but enjoy this content, I'd greatly appreciate if you would subscribe. And with that out of the way, let's take a look at another amazing Ming watch. As many of you know, I'm a bit obsessed with Ming watches, and I've made it a point to either own, borrow, or at least catch a glimpse of every model they've released so far. While I haven't checked off every single model yet, I'm still working on it. This review comes at an interesting time, as it's being recorded in January 2025, but will be published prior to the release of the next batch of 3708 Aventurine watches. The first batch of 300 watches was announced in June 2024, with deliveries starting in the fourth quarter of the same year. Ming was kind enough to lend me one of these prototypes for review and photography, and I couldn't have been more excited to get my hands on it. This is definitely one of my favorite releases from Ming in 2024. As the name suggests, the 3708 Aventurine introduces a stunning Aventurine dial to the 3708 subfamily, which previously showcased a desert sand-inspired dial in the 3708 Sand. Priced around $5,000 for the first batch, I expect the price to remain the same for the second batch, and each watch comes with a universal bracelet. Let's check it out. The 3708 Aventurine shares the same stainless steel case as the other 37 series models I've reviewed, such as the 3702 Minimalist and both of the 3705 Moonphase versions. The case measures 38mm in diameter, 44.25mm lug to lug, and 10.85mm in thickness, which includes the curved sapphire crystals on both the top and bottom. The mid-case is notably slim, just over 3mm in height, maintaining the refined and elegant profile the 37 series is known for. While I won't dwell further on the case details, as I've covered them extensively before, it's worth noting that the build quality and finishing remain exceptional, with a simple design executed to a high standard. The Ming 3708 Aventurine is truly defined by its dial and crystal, and while the 3702 is labeled as the Minimalist, I find this Aventurine to be a more distilled version of Ming's essential, sci-fi inspired design elements. Nothing feels excessive, every detail serves a purpose, resulting in a mesmerizing interplay of shadows, light, and lume set against the cosmic backdrop of the Aventurine dial. The base of the dial is crafted from Aventurine glass, a man-made dark glass with sparkling gold and copper inclusions, giving it a cosmic, otherworldly appearance. There's a floating marker ring etched into the underside of the curved sapphire crystal, featuring the Ming snoot motif at the 12 o'clock position and discontinuities marking every hour or 5-minute increment. The hour and minutes hands both feature a highly polished black surface with lume plots, with the hour hand receiving a larger filled lumed section in white, while the minutes hand has a lume outline. I really appreciate this handset design, especially in comparison to the earlier hands seen on the 3705 Moonphase. The minutes hand has less lume, but this is a small trade-off for improved legibility and the clear differentiation between the hands, which I think suits the watch's design perfectly. Overall, the dial's elements are simple, with no overly complicated manufacturing, yet they come together harmoniously to create something truly special. As with nearly every Ming watch, exceptions like the 27 series and LW01 do exist. The lume is a signature aspect of its design, and the 3708 Aventurine stands out as one of the more impressive examples. The floating numeral ring is etched into the bottom surface of the curved sapphire crystal and bonded with hyceram, a hybrid ceramic luminous material. This results in the ring casting a captivating glowing shadow onto the cosmic expanse below it, creating an effect that continues to impress every time I see it. In fact, this feature alone has placed the 3708 at the top of my next to buy list. Furthermore, Ming has significantly improved the printed lume on the hands with the 3708 Aventurine, as well as the 3702 Minimalist. The lume is now more uniform, brighter, and longer lasting, addressing the patchy lume issues seen in earlier 22 and 37 series models. Overall, the luminous signature on this watch is truly remarkable, with the floating, loomed ring, starry dial, and well-executed hands making it a standout for loom enthusiasts. This watch is powered by a Sellita SW210 manually wound mechanical movement, which has been extensively modified and skeletonized by Ming. The anthracite skeletonized bridges with contrast rhodium circular brushing give the movement a distinct modern look that complements the futuristic design of the watch. Ming has used variations of this movement architecture in the 37 series before, and based on my previous experiences, I can confidently say it performs well. Aesthetically, the skeletonization and anthracite finish enhance the overall design, and for a Sellita SW210, the movement looks quite impressive. It operates at a frequency of 28,800 vibrations per hour, 4 Hz, and offers a power reserve of around 42 hours. As for performance, the watch was running at around +4 seconds per day during my time with it, which is excellent, especially considering the absence of a running seconds hand. The Ming Aventurine offers excellent wearability thanks to its proportions, which work well across various wrist sizes. With a 38mm case diameter and a lug-to-lug width just under 45mm, the watch feels larger than its actual dimensions due to the lack of a pronounced bezel. Unlike the similarly sized 17 series, this watch feels appropriately sized on my 6.75-inch wrist, looking and feeling comfortable without being too small. The rounded case bottom allows the lugs to float slightly off the wrist, but the 10.85mm thickness ensures it sits sleek and low. The included universal bracelet, which would cost about $700 if you purchased it separately, is made of polished steel links and is both comfortable and well articulated, with a lovely link design. While it lacks on-the-fly adjustability, the bracelet's relatively short links and the inclusion of 2 half links offer flexibility for a good fit. To wrap it up quickly, the Ming Aventurine might just be one of my favorite Ming releases in recent times, and it stands as my top pick from the 37 series family, even outshining the Special Projects Cave releases. The combination of floating loomed numerals, a simple Aventurine dial base, and Ming's design language creates a truly captivating, sci-fi inspired aesthetic. For someone who has always associated Ming, albeit perhaps mistakenly, with a futuristic science fiction vibe, this watch perfectly embodies that vision. Priced around $5,000, it's neither the most affordable nor the most expensive Aventurine dial watch, and when factoring in the bracelet, it remains consistent with the rest of the 37 series offerings. At the time of writing this review, the Aventurine sits at the top of my list for my next Ming purchase, but time will tell if another Ming release will steal my attention and money before the next batch of 3708s is announced. As always, thanks for watching.